Welcome to our second video on the NBDB ETF Center, where you'll learn about our ETF comparison tool, which allows investors to quickly compare up to 4 ETFs, which can help you make an informed decision about which ETFs to add to your portfolio. As a recap, in our previous video, we showed how an investor can use the ETF Center screener to refine their search criteria and quickly sort through multiple ETFs. This section can be accessed once logged into your NBDB account via the Markets heading and then select ETF Center from the drop-down menu. From there, you can select the ETF Compare heading to access it. Now, the Compare tool is great for analyzing ETFs with similar objectives, or use it to compare non-related ETFs with completely different objectives. The choice is yours. The first step to use the Compare tool is to have a list of ETFs. I went ahead and used the ETF screener to provide a list of active and passive Canadian equity ETFs. 3 ETFs have already been added to the list, but I have a fourth one, which is the iShares S&P TSX 60, symbol being XIU, which I'll add to the tool. Just like in our quotes section, enter the ETF name or symbol, and then select it. It has now been added to the list with the other ETFs. Please note that the last price and days change shown in the overview section is a real-time quote that can be refreshed by clicking here. The Compare tool breaks down the information into 4 sections shown side by side. The first being the overview, which apart from providing a real-time quote, also shows the benchmark, net assets of the ETF, and the management fee. Our next section is key quote info, which is basically information you would have in our quotes section, such as the bid and ask, price and size, the day's range, and the high and low of the day, and finally, the 52-week range. Moving further down, we have the performance section, which once expanded provides the investor with the short-term to long-term returns going up to 10 years if available. The tool makes it quite easy to compare returns, and for those of you who are more visual, by clicking on the chart icon in the upper right-hand corner, you can compare the returns in chart view using different time periods as well as different intervals. The chart view allows the investor to see if the ETFs have had a certain consistency in their returns over time, or if you'd like to concentrate on a particular period to see how the ETF performed during a volatile time in the markets. The final section consists of the top 10 holdings which provide useful information. Those holdings allow the investor to easily see the composition of the different ETFs. You might be asking yourself, by purchasing the ETF, am I diversifying my portfolio or just making it more concentrated? Investors might already hold positions in some of those top 10 holdings either directly or via another ETF. Another aspect worth considering is the total percentage of holdings that the top 10 holdings represent. The higher the percentage, the more influence those top 10 holdings will have over the ETF. As you can see, the Compare tool allows you to quickly analyze multiple ETFs to determine which one is the best fit for you. This ends our video on the NBDB Compare tool.